This video is not going to be about that Polar Express puzzle that I'm trying to do. I'm sorry, that's my favorite Christmas movie, deal with it. But I just got this package. I'm not going to show the side because then my address would be on there, and that would be unwise. I have my scissors here, and I'm going to open it up. We're going to see what's going to happen. So here it is. Banished Phantom. I kind of went out on a whim and bought this because it was on sale on Amazon for like $87, and with like shipping and handling it was like $95, and I was like, that's probably the lowest price I'm ever gonna get this set for. So yeah, I decided to get it and open it on this red ping pong table with a Polar Express puzzle.
What is up, everyone? This is Luke from Before Eternity Reviews, and I am back with yet another Mega Construx Halo set. This time I'm going to be taking a look at the new Banished Phantom, which is another one of the newer Mega Construx Halo sets that just came out in the more recent wave, alongside sets like the UNSC Falcon Sweep, Arbiter's Quest, and Ghost of Requiem, which, with Ghost of Requiem, that is a set that I want to get. It's really cheap. I don't know why I haven't gotten it yet, but I'll get it at some point and make a video on it. But this Banished Phantom was on sale for like $90 on Amazon, and I could not pass that up, especially with it being a larger Halo set. Usually those get pretty expensive once they retire, and especially since it's a Phantom, that's one of the coolest vehicles in Halo. It's essentially the Pelican, but for the Covenant. It's like their troop carrier vehicle, and of course this is the Banished version. We get a bunch of really cool figures. And overall, I'd say this is a pretty good set. So first off, let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So this is the packaging, and it is the new Mega Halo packaging, where it's kind of like the blue and gray color scheme going on here. I do really love the colors, and I love how they've kind of arranged the set and the figures here on the front of the box art. And we, of course, got the Halo Infinite logo down there. The recommended for ages 10 and up, 1,214 pieces in the name of the set. And of course, we've got the Halo logo up there. This is a look at the new Mega logo, which, I will say, like, this isn't bad box art. I just prefer this over the new box design. This just looks way better. Of course, this is the Falcon Sweep set, which is not what this video is about, so I'm just going to set that back to the side and bring the Phantom box back in. Once again, it looks good. I just prefer the old design. Of course, we also can see that this is a 2-in-1 set, even though it is pretty large. I guess that's just what they do with the Halo Infinite line of sets. And it looks like the alternative build here, I can't remember what the exact name of the thing is, but it's that banished, walker turret thing that we saw in Halo Wars or something like that, although it's obviously not the exact design. Taking a look at the side of the box, Halo Infinite Master Chief, another picture of the set. That's what the bottom of the box looks like. On the other side of the box, we can see the figures. On the top of the box, I really do like how the top of the box looks. Of course, we got the Mega logo right there with this nice purple background and all of the figures on display right there. I think that looks really nice. On the back of the box, we can see the interior of the set, which isn't too much, but then again, you really just need it to hold figures. You can see the 2-in-1 set down there. Again, if you want the instructions for that, you are going to have to go online and find them. I am not going to be building this into that alternative build because, one, I think that looks really stupid and I don't care about it. And also, it took me a long enough time to put this thing together. I am not going through the hell that is going to be taking this thing apart and then putting it back together into whatever the frick that is. You can also see the other figures here. You can see how the set opens up and everything. There's all the accessories that come with the set. You do get those blast effects or whatever you want to call them, and then you get some more images of the set on the side. You can see some other sets from this wave. Of course, there's that Scorpion, which I still need to get, and another helmet set. And like we've been seeing of late with the bigger package, or with the bigger boxes, when you open it up on the inside, there's another layer. You get some more images displaying the 2-in-1 build, and you get some more details of the alternate build. Apparently, you can open it up and a bunch of stuff like that, but who cares? So now with the packaging done and over with, let's go ahead and take a look at those figures. First up, this is the only UNSC figure in this whole set. This is Spartan Griffin, which is actually a named character. In the Halo Infinite campaign, we do end up freeing him from that prison of this guy, because essentially in the lore, this guy, Jaga Rodomni, or however you say his name, he ended up capturing Spartan Griffin and torturing him. And in the Halo Infinite campaign, playing as Master Chief, you find Spartan Griffin in that prison, and you end up freeing him, but unfortunately he dies very shortly after. But as you can see, this is a very good looking figure. We have an asymmetrical armor design going on here, where it's like, there's light blue armor pieces, and it's all kind of this grayish color, and then you have the more grayish armor pieces on the other sides, of course, like as you can see with the legs here. The chest piece is all the same color, and the arms are both the same. And of course, he does have the base Mark 7 armor on, so you get that really good looking helmet that just looks really nice. And the paint apps on this one do look pretty good. He does come with 2 accessories. You do get a Spanker rocket launcher, and then you also get an assault rifle. Of course, the Halo Infinite assault rifle. If I can get it to focus, please. And that's what the assault rifle looks like. And here is a closer look at the figure without any accessories. There's a look at the back. And that's about it for Spartan Griffin. Next up, we can take a look at Jaga, and this guy is one of the higher-ups in the Banished army. He's kind of an assassin for Escharum and Atriox. And as you can see, this is a very unique figure. Of course, he has all black armor with some red markings, then he kind of has a bit of a gray undersuit. This arm right here is a robotic arm. It has a different mold, and you can actually get it to articulate and everything, just like a normal arm. Built into the mold is this kind of mini energy sword that we've got going on here. You can't remove it. It's just a part of the figure, but it does look pretty cool. And then you have a normal energy sword over here that is red, and it looks really nice. Of course, you can take it out of his hand and everything. And then taking a look at the head sculpt, once again, very unique. He is supposed to have like these robotic mandibles, I believe. And then, of course, you have the helmet right up there, which you can remove and reveal the rest of his head. And taking a look at the back of the figure, there's not too much going on back here, but that's what it looks like. And next up, we just have a Brute Captain. As you can see, he has this really nice red and gray armor design going on here. Of course, you do have some gray on the helmet as well. Here's a look at the back of the figure. And then you take off the helmet, and you can see that he is actually Craig. He does come with what I believe is the Ravager. I do play Halo Infinite every now and again, but I do not remember a lot of the names of the newer weapons, but I believe this is the Ravager. You also get a couple other banished weapons in this set. You also get a Mangler pistol, and then a shock rifle. Also, as part of the accessories, you do get these blast effects. You get 2 in this set, and you can just attach it to the assault rifle like that, and it's kind of like a bit of a muzzle flash, so you can have the assault rifle look like it's shooting. The next figure up here, and the final figure, and probably what most people are looking forward to with this set when it comes to the figure selection, we do have a holographic Escharum, which at this point is exclusive to this set, and I believe all the figures are exclusive to the set right now. And I hope, at least with Escharum, it stays that way, because this is a really nice, unique figure. It isn't just in that translucent red color, but we also have some darker shades of red around the figure, so it looks like he has armor plating and stuff like that. Of course, we have the paint apps right here on his chest piece and on his face. Get a closer look at that. It looks really nice. And then he also has his holographic gravity hammer. Taking a look at the back, the details still continue over on the back, and it looks really nice. He does have a little clip that you can put in on his back right there, and it can hold his gravity hammer. Of course, he also has his figure stand. All the figures in this set have the same stand, but he gets a special red stand, so it looks like he's still standing on a hologram. So we get some really nice figures with this set and some really nice accessories. And now that we're done with them, let's go ahead and take a look at the Banished Phantom itself. So this thing is pretty big. It did take me like 4 hours to put it all together, although usually with the Mega Construx sets, it does take a little bit longer to put together than Lego sets, just because the constructions are like so weird. So weird. But you normally end up getting a really nice finished product, and you get the same thing here. This Phantom looks really awesome. Of course, we have the cockpit right here, which just looks really good. I love all of the shaping that they did with the pieces and everything, and there are no stickers in this set, so the stuff that you see like right here with these yellow markings, those are prints. And then you also get this kind of unique vent piece up here underneath the armor, and that's not a print or anything like that. It's just a mold with some coloring on the inside. You also get some detail right underneath right here with these slope pieces. And underneath the cockpit, it's kind of difficult to get there, but as you can see, there is a hatch right here with some more details and greebling and stuff like that along the sides. And right at this slope piece right here is where you can open it up, and a little turret will pop out. It's just on these hinges up there in this little like hold area, and so basically it just hangs there. It doesn't really do too much, and you also have the hatch, which is still open behind it, and so you can't really display it just with the turret out without it looking a little bit weird. But there is a turret there, and of course the whole set is standing on these translucent orange pieces that look kind of like medicine bottles, but they're not actually. And they're all just one piece. If I can get it to stand on 3 right here, you just attach it, and this is all just one piece. I don't know if it's appeared in any other set, but it is pretty unique. I haven't seen anything like it before. But you do have 4 of them underneath there, kind of just supposed to be emulating the jets of the Phantom, and also giving the build a bit of a stand so it isn't just sitting on the table like it's landed. And we do have the troop bay right here, which can open up. We'll take a closer look at that later, but let's go ahead and get around to the back where you can see we do have the engines and some kind of wing pieces that can move up and down. You also got the main engines up here, which do not move. They're just stuck like that, which is fine. It's whatever. But it's basically the same thing on the other side. You get little details like there's a light right here and there's a light right there. Taking a closer look at the top of the set, once again, you just see some really nice shaping going on with the pieces. You may have noticed this already, but the overall build for this Banished Phantom isn't proportionally, at least it doesn't feel like, is 100% correct. It does feel kind of short, kind of stocky. I feel like it definitely should be a bit longer, because it does just kind of feel like it feels very chunky, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I just wish that it was a bit smoother around the edges and that it felt a bit more proportional when you look at it. But anyway, that's basically it for the exterior of the set. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's on the inside. So first off, you can open up the cockpit like this. There is a joint right here, and then another joint right below it. And it doesn't connect by any studs or anything. It just sits there, and it sits there pretty well. You don't have to worry about it like, wobbling around too much. You can just fold it down, and that's it. Inside the cockpit, you do have a seat and some control sticks where you can place a figure. And then you also get a control panel, which once again is a print. It's just this orange print on a red, smooth, translucent piece, so it looks pretty nice. And you can also see a bit of the troop bay in there. And closing up the cockpit, let's go ahead and open up the troop bay. So you can, if you want it to look like it is in the game, you can just pull these pieces down. You do have a turret right here that you can have a figure hold on to. And you do also get some clips for some extra projectile pieces right here, because this is one of those shooter pieces where you can just press down and it shoots out. And you can fold it back down, and you can kind of see a bit of the interior in there. But if you want to get a closer look and you want to place some figures in there, then you can just come up to the top of the set, where we do have a joint that connects both of the sides of the ceiling, I guess, whatever you want to call it. And you can just detach it by pulling on it a bit. You could also pull down the doors on the other side. And then it opens up just like this. So now you can get a good look at the interior. There really isn't too much going on in here other than another print for a control panel right there and a holographic table so you can place Escharum on there just like that. And then you can also have other figures standing around in here. You can get a decent amount of figures in here. I do not have a bunch of different Banished or Covenant figures that I could really place in there, but as you can see, you can get like there's a good enough space in there. I think you can place up to 10 or maybe a bit more than that. But you can, once again, you can get a good amount of figures in there. I wouldn't say that they skimped out on the space. You also get a little drop point back here where figures can, kind of go through, because it does go through all the way to the bottom of the set, and they can hop out and jump into battle. And then you also have some clips on the wall back here for weapons or whatnot. I don't really know what weapons would attach onto there pretty well. I guess I can go ahead and place a shock rifle there. And it can just attach like that. And then we can go ahead and take the Mangler. And there you go. So I would be careful with both of these sides here because they are kind of heavy, and then you don't want the doors to break off because they do rest down on the doors to the troop bay. And then you also kind of have to pull the back wall a little bit so that both the sides can fit in, which is just kind of weird. And then actually, with the shock rifle on the clip right here, it's not able to fit. It stops it from moving anymore. So that's kind of weird that they would even put clips there. But you can close it back up. We just pull that back a little bit, which it is a very awkward experience, unfortunately. But then you can just get it to clip back together like that, close up the doors again, and both doors are the same. You do get clips for ammo on both sides, as well as a turret on both sides. And I'm going to take Escharum out. And give him his gravity hammer back, and you can stand him on the holographic table and actually have him standing there as everything is closed up. Close up the cockpit, and there you go. So, in this set, you get 4 exclusive, really awesome, great-looking figures. You also get a really nice-looking build for the Banished Phantom, and it doesn't look perfect. It is a little bit stocky, a little bit too blocky, and it definitely needs some smoothing out around the edges for sure. You do get a nice interior space, which gives you enough space to jam pack a bunch of Banished figures in there. You also get a nice spacious cockpit, as well as an area for figures to drop out of the Phantom and go into battle. You've got the doors that open on the sides with turrets, and you also get a holographic table in there so you can have Escharum addressing his troops before they go into battle. So all in all, this is a really great set. There is some awkward things going on, like with opening it up and closing it back up. But other than that, it looks really good. And it is a pretty fun play set, as you can, once again, store a bunch of figures in there. You can have them open up the doors and shoot out with the turrets. It does go pretty great, I will say, with the Warthog. And you can kind of have this fighting with other UNSC vehicles, and it's pretty cool. The only really big negative I would say about this set is the price. Its normal retail price is $118 to $130, varying on where you're going to buy it. Luckily, I got mine on sale on Amazon for a little bit less than that, but I'm pretty sure it's not in stock on Amazon anymore, so it's going to be kind of tough to find this thing for a good price. I've already seen it getting really expensive on places like eBay. But once again, it isn't too surprising since you get 4 exclusive figures that all look really great. And you also get, it's a Phantom. And it's a larger Mega Construx Halo set. Usually, those get really expensive on the aftermarket. So good luck to anyone who hasn't gotten one yet. Hopefully you can find one for a good price. But I definitely would say that if you can find it for a good price, it's definitely going to be worth it because of course you're going to get your bang for your buck. There's so much going on here with this set. So that was my review of the Mega Construx, or I guess Mega Halo now, Banished Phantom. It's a pretty nice set. I would just wait to find it for a good price because it is not worth some of those higher prices on eBay. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.